We kick off today's show with a look at the star-studded red carpet premiere of Uru Eke's debut production, Remember Me. The Uru Eke directed movie stars a number of top actors and actresses. Enjoy, but please do watch out for flash photography.
It was a full house of celebrities as actress Uru Eke premieres a new film, Remember Me.
It's a serious subject. It's a film on social change where we're talking about eradicating corruption. We're talking about being the change you want to see. And we're talking about the fact that the change starts with each of us as individuals. So if you want that change, start with yourself.
The Uru Eke directed movie is Uru Eke's debut production after about 11 years of acting. The movie stars some of the Nollywood big names including Femi Jacobs, Victor Olauton, Anthony Monjaro, Uru Eke, and a host of others.
How is this possible for a company to disappear a village and falsify the documents?
Sir David, I don't know.
I think it's a natural progression from one spot to another. I started off as an actress and of course playing with these ideas. You have to convince someone to buy your idea. Do you understand what I'm saying? Not everyone's going to say, just because you have a fantastic idea doesn't mean someone else is going to agree with you and say, okay, I'm going to put money behind that. So I just thought of it myself and I thought, if I'm going to send the word out, do it myself, right? So that's what I did.
You have to stop these hallucinations.
I just see things sometimes, I don't know how.
For the record, I don't hallucinate. I don't
have projected himself.
And I'm not crazy. I think probably because maybe they're friends of mine, they're personal friends of mine. So it was just like, hey, I've got this project, come and do it, please. Support me, I support you. Scratch my back, I scratch yours. And that's essentially it. And also, he's a very good friend of mine. Femi, Anthony Manjaro, Chigo, they're all good friends of mine. Uncle Victor Olauton, I got to know on the project. You know, it was just walking up to him and saying, I've got this, please will you come on board? And just begged them, and here we are.
Eke plays a clairvoyant woman who finds herself and her fiancé in a web of deadly corrupt activities at a blue-chip company. Starring opposite Uru Eke is Femi Jacobs, who plays a man struggling to manage a spouse behaving strangely and uncovering strange activities in his workplace.
It was such a very intense and all-consuming set. We had a very intense story. We had a very intense director. We had a lot of, incredible actors on set. Everybody on top of the game, So I had to go home and bring some more game. But it was such a lovely set. We go through a lot to get to set, but once we're on set, we begin. Boom! It's always wonderful.
Victor Olauton plays the villain, simply called Big Boss.
Took me a little bit to try to be that bad guy. Sometimes they say, put up your bad face. I wasn't really used to it, but as an actor, you have to be versatile. So I was able to dig in deep and try to be the bad guy. The script is a good script. I think the guy has written a good script. There are little corrections here and there, but it turned out to be a perfect, script. And I believe this is just the beginning of such movies.
What made me say yes? You have Uru Eke on board. How won't I say yes? My character, he's a rich guy, one of the executives at the big Corporation X, and the son to the owner of the corporation. A lot of dodgy things are going on. He is aware, but he refuses to make himself aware of it. And he kind of stays under the shadow of his best friend, which his father kind of champions. So it's a lot going on. For me, you were asking why I took the role. I read the script. Come on, for me, I'm a sucker for a good script. Any script that actually works for me, any script that actually is great works for me. Usually, when you get a good script, you want to get a good director. When you get a good script, a good director, then half your job is done. Because if you get a good script and a director doesn't tell the story well, and then you now probably have something else. So you get a good script, get a good director, and you're sure the editing will actually come out pretty good. And a good film at the end of the day.
Acclaimed filmmaker and director Obi Emeloyan, who introduced Uru Eke to filmmaking after casting her in 3 productions in quick successions, feels proud, saying how fast she's grown.
I feel like an old man who's giving
his daughter away in marriage. You know, you love her, but you want her to go. And that's what it feels like. I was actually supposed to direct Remember Me, but Uru and I had disagreements in terms of schedules and stuff like that. So when I heard Izu was making the film, I was overjoyed because Izu is a bloody wonderful filmmaker. Yeah, and I told Uru he will be more expensive than I was.
Remember Me brings to the fore the menace of corruption in the society and how the onus is on the government to ensure corruption is well and truly punished.
Due time, a lead is going to pop up.
How is this possible for a company to disappear a village and falsify the documents?
Sir David, I don't know.
You should do the honorable thing and stay away from her. Give her some space.
Are you a medium?
You have to stop these
I
hallucinations.
just see things sometimes. I don't know how.
For the record, I don't
Your son
hallucinate. I
changed.
don't
must have
see
projected
dead
himself.
You've
and I'm not crazy.
What do you mean you don't know? My wife is in a coma. You were the last person with her. You both hide this from me. Please don't fight me.
I am not going to take responsibility, and then I'm going to lose my job.
I hope you haven't been telling tales of me.
This inquiry must stop. How will you do it?
You'll do it. Call Jesus Christ.
What would you have? He was arrested a few days ago.
You know we never contract out. That's why we never leave a trace.